Welcome to Monday Midday Mood. We're so glad that you're joining us today on our second episode of our relaunch.
Yes.
So I'm Deborah, this is Melissa, and this is our monthly sisterhood check-in with helpful tips, different things to kind of
something fun,
engage. And if there's anything you want to share or segment you want to film, we'd love to hear from you. But it is April. Spring is here.
we made it.
Supposedly.
That's what our letterboard says, at least. So with our letterboard segment we did last time, we thought we'd throw in another one for you this month and something fun about spring. And it kind of is true to the weather that you see most of the time.
Rain, snow, sunny, windy,
and
whatever.
all in one day. Get your wardrobe ready.
That's right. And if the kids have outgrown some pants, just hold out. Shorts are here soon.
That's true.
So we know spring is full of lots of great things, including Easter, which is coming up. And we have a lot of great things here at church going on, but also some tips for your day, and whether it's Easter Day or, you know, leading up to around it, different activities. So that's kind of what this episode is going to be about.
Yep. We have a segment called Pin This. So it's just Pinterest, looking on Pinterest. I know everyone kind of enjoys doing that. If you don't, then we'll help you out on it.
Yep.
So we did a pin this month with not deviled eggs, but hard-boiled eggs, which you can use for deviled eggs or the coloring of eggs. And my personal struggle is always finding a way to get the shell peeled real easily instead of multiple pieces.
With that.
Good. That makes me feel a little bit better. But I found that if you can put a lemon peel into it with the boiling water, then it kind of softens the shell. But you have to follow it with water. Cold water. And then maybe even putting it in the fridge to cool it down.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Maybe the so much
acid.
Easier.
I don't know. Okay, so let's see Mel's attempt at this Pin This item. So, kind of worked.
It worked. Yeah. Worked better when you let it cool.
Yeah.
For sure. Less pieces.
Well, and that's kind of how Pinterest is, you know. If you don't follow everything exactly, you might not get the pretty picture. I don't know.
Pinterest fails. I mean, that's a possibility.
That would work. Okay, so next we have Becca RODEWALD doing a resurrection garden with us. And so this is a really cool spin on things for Easter. Maybe something you haven't done before. I haven't. So
I haven't either.
Yeah.
She does a real great job, though. I think they'll enjoy this.
All right, so we are going to make a resurrection garden together. I've got my sweet helper Emmy here. So maybe you've seen the fairy gardens that people will make, and you can even plant some grass seed or mosses or plants and things like that. So we are making something sort of like that, except it is to celebrate the resurrection of Jesus. And this is a resurrection garden. So we will be using a planter and making this little, I guess, vignette of a tomb and of a hill with the crosses on it. So what you need to make this is a planter. Now I was trying to find like a shallow terracotta one, but I went to 3 different stores and I couldn't find one. Yeah, they're pretty popular. I guess maybe people are making these or just starting their gardening. But I ended up finding this one and liked it, so I thought I would go with that. You will also need some moss for decoration. You could choose moss like what we're going to do, or you could choose grass seed if you'd like it to be an actual living thing. And you can plant flowers as well decoratively, but if you do decide to do that, then of course make sure your planter has a hole in the bottom of it for drainage. Since we're not planting anything, I just have like a Tupperware lid that's gonna set down in there to plug up the hole and not use up quite so much dirt. So you need your planter, you need moss or grass seed, and then these little picks I found at the craft store. These are just gonna add a little decorative element to it. You can just get whatever you like. I thought that these looked kind of like Mediterranean flora, which is what would have been around Jesus's day, I think. Granted, I've never been to Israel, so I don't really know. You'll need this little glass bowl. Now what this is for, it's to be the tomb. So you're going to put it in there and you're gonna cover up with dirt. So just find something that's small enough or large enough for your planter, depending on what you have. And then I have these little decorative rocks. So you'll want to try to find a thin, flat stone that's large enough to cover the opening of your tomb. We could not yet find it. We're going to continue looking. The best we have right now is this. So this will be down into the dirt a little bit, so it may end up working fine. But then you will also need sticks. You'll need 6 of them if you're going to make the 3 crosses, like Jesus's cross and the cross of the men next to him. So you just take sticks like this. You can find them out in your yard.
They were thieves.
Yes, that's what I was trying to say. Thank you, Jackson. They were thieves. So you can find these in your yard. Jackson did that for me this morning. You just want to have, of course, a larger one and a smaller one. And then we took our string. You cut off a few inches of it. And Emmy, do you want to show how you'd make that? How you made the crosses?
So you just put that, have a little bit sticking down.
So we have a little tail, right?
And then you just wrap it around like that.
So you're doing like an X, and you do like twice on one side and then you cross it over twice on the other side, right? When I was looking up inspiration for this, Pinterest has all sorts of ideas. Some people did like to use a dot of hot glue there to keep the cross together. We just decided to try it like this and it worked out just fine. The string holds it together well. Let's see. Yeah, this is a new thing for us. We have not done it before. I've seen it in the past and I wanted to try it. But I haven't, so this was a great opportunity to give it a shot.
And make a new tradition since there's no Easter.
Yes, make a new tradition for Easter, that's right. You need the scissors, yep.
And so if there's a little tail left,
after you've knotted it, right?
Yeah, after you've knotted it, once you do the little thing, you gotta cut the ends off so it doesn't look like you knotted it.
Yes. You show them the finished product? Wow, that's a great cross. Look how beautiful that is. So what we're gonna need to do is start filling up with soil.
Okay.
So let's show our friends what we've got here. Okay. So can you tell them what we did, Em?
We put dirt on top of the tomb, and you don't want a lot of dirt to be inside of the tomb, because.
Although I suppose it's okay if some gets in there.
It's okay if some gets in there. But you need to just like completely surround it.
That's right. So I think our next step is going to be, that might break the scissors.
Having me help you guys.
You can certainly help us if you'd like. I think we'll put our moss on next. So you'll just want to cover it in whatever arrangement you think looks nice. We found some moss that has has like some purple and some pink, which adds a nice bit of color. Okay, so this moss, honestly I've not used moss much before, so maybe I'm not doing it correctly, but we're just sort of laying it on there, and it does tend to sort of fall off. But our next step, where we take our floral picks and we stick it down into the dirt, if you do that like kind of through a bit of moss down into there, it'll help to secure it a little bit better. So we're just kind of gently pressing it down, trying to get it to stay in there.
our last video, a cross broke completely.
Yes, it did. So we learned to be very careful while we stick the crosses in, huh? Be gentle.
Just like a little bit more.
Yeah, I agree. Need to fill in that spot a little bit, huh? Okay. You want to do the crosses next and then the rocks?
Oh. I can't stick it in.
No, because that's on top of the glass. So you have to do it back here, behind the glass. Yep, so you want to do it behind the tubes. Nice and careful, Lena, because this can break, so make sure to push down from the bottom, Lena. Love the rustic look of these. Okay. Nice.
Did we make the whole thing?
Almost. We just need to add the rocks.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what we should do.
So an idea of what you could do with this as sort of like a hands-on devotional activity for your family is to write on little pieces of paper different sins that God has rescued you from, maybe selfishness or pride or lying, stealing. And kids who are too small to write yet, they can always draw on a piece of paper. And then on Good Friday, when Jesus died, you can put those into here, into the tomb, and you can cover it up with that stone put in front. And then on Sunday morning, Easter morning, when Jesus was resurrected, we can move the stone and we'll take all those things out. We can throw them away or burn them or whatever, because
This Sunday is Easter?
no, not this Sunday. This is in a few weeks. Because we are dead to sin and we are alive with Christ through his resurrection. So yeah, this is the final. This is our final product, our little resurrection garden. So I hope you enjoyed it, and hope you have fun making one as well. And may it just be a beautiful way to celebrate Jesus' resurrection and all he did for us on the cross and through overcoming death and the grave. So we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Becca is awesome. She's the best. Love her perspective on things, and what a great opportunity to do something cool with the kids.
Right. Just maybe hope for a nice day outside. Then you don't have to do it in the kitchen. And it just keeps things cleaner. But a great little display, too, for maybe all your neighbors to see as well. Gives a conversation starter for you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep.
Okay, so one of our other segments is, eating something crafty.
Yes.
You may not be crafty with your hands, but most of us are crafty with our bellies.
How do you like that?
Oh,
It's not
look
too
at this little guy.
crafty.
So this is a take on s'mores.
Right.
You got your graham crackers, your chocolate, and then rather than a regular marshmallow, a little peep. Mm-hmm. Look at that little guy.
Right. Just don't put it in the microwave and blow up the peep.
Apparently that's a thing, right? Okay, so then my big question is can you roast a peep? If you can't microwave them, can you roast them? Maybe somebody can try that out. Maybe we will once we
Wouldn't that be interesting? You get
our what do you call that? Campfire stuff.
Oh yeah, bonfire.
Bonfire. There you go. Yeah, maybe we'll try that.
You'll get a large peep on the bonfire or I think it's the microwave. I think it's just the microwave, but
I don't know.
They can give it a try and let us know.
Little guy.
It's just a marshmallow.
We'll see. For the most part, I don't think I've ever eaten one, but that's okay.
They're not great.
No.
I prefer the marshmallow better, but your kids will love it. Get crafty with them. Get in there. Eat something fun with them. Make it Easter themed.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so what else do we have? We have a kitchen hack.
We got a kitchen hack for decorating eggs. So this is always a struggle, I feel like, personally, because I like things clean. I don't like to make a mess. I actually don't really love crafts because I feel like it just messes up my house. But I have found a kitchen hack that saved my life.
Ooh, okay, so let's look at this.
This is using a whisk to do the dyeing of the eggs. Okay. So the problem is always they're dipping their spoon in there, they're spilling the dye everywhere. And then when you take it out, it leaves a mark on the egg, and I like things nice and pretty and perfect. So check this out. You put it in there for the desired time, you pull it back out, you have your egg, and then...
I'll just use my hands.
You'll use your hands. Thank you. I was needing something.
I moved the plate.
And then really all you do is just spread the whisk and whoop.
And that is a hack in and of itself that you can spread your whisk to get things in and out.
I know. It is
usually
fancy.
By accident you get things stuck on your whisk,
That's
right?
true.
But this is a great way to do it. It's very evenly dyed. We've never dyed eggs.
No.
Or done any of that before.
That's okay.
So it feels like it would be a little challenging and maybe more time and energy than I would be willing to put into.
I would agree with you completely, 100%. But we know that it sometimes is a tradition for
Yeah, that's
people,
really
so
fun.
give
It's
it
a
a
great
try,
tip.
get some whisk out, and then you will have a clean egg decorating evening.
I like the cups too. It kind of keeps everybody contained
Agreed.
into their little egg dyeing station.
Right.
Well, that is our April edition of Monday Midday Mood. And so if there is anything you want to do or see featured on this show, we would love to have your suggestions. We will take your tips. We will take your ideas on Pinterest and kitchen hacks or different things that might be of benefit to everybody else.
Right.
Maybe it's something fun. It does not have to be crafty. But we just want to have a good time
Absolutely.
and showcase our ladies and all their awesome talents. But we love you guys, and we'll see you in May.